Recently, we got the remake of Basil the Batlord from the Series 25 minifigures, and I decided to build a Fright Night army. So today I want to talk about the army, go over all the units and specialized characters, and talk about any future plans and changes that I want to make. To start off the army, we of course start with the leader himself, Basil the Batlord. But you're going to notice that I definitely made some changes here because I wanted to give him a differential look from all the other units which used the original torso. I kept the Vampire Knight head because I thought it was a cool idea. But as you can see, I gave him this Nexo Knight torso as well as the shield from the old Fright Night CMF from a few years ago, just to give him a bit of a specialized look. I also used this barding from the original Fright Nights, and I changed his weapon up a little bit to make it longer. Next, we have the Fright Night Jousting Champion, so he's also using this barding and helmet from the original Fright Nights, and I decided to give him the silver shield from the original Fright Nights. I gave him a nice tournament helm, as well as this cool dual-sided cape that has red on the inside and black on the outside from Maleficent. I do need to change his spear to a lance, but I think it looks pretty cool. For our final personalized character, we have the General of the Fright Nights, who uses this armor plate and legs from the Fright Night CMF from Series 19, as well as I kept that silver shield from the 1990s Fright Nights with a nice hair piece and mean face print. Next, I got two of these heavily armored knights, and they're running these cool prints on their legs and torsos from Ninjago and Nexo Knights, and I'm also running these old dragon helms from the 90s. I don't know exactly lore-wise if they're going to be specialized characters or just some heavier soldiers, but I think they look pretty good. Now next we made two of these flag-bearing spearmen out of the parts from the CMF, and I also gave them these cool cheek guard helms to give them a differential look. Now I also did swap their arms out for red because I needed the other arms for my jousting champion, and I think it gives them a cool unique look compared to the rest of the units. Now, next I made 10 of the heavy infantry with just the sword and shield and this cool shoulder piece from Monkey Kid. And then I also used these legs from the Dragon Knights, and I had to order a good amount of these to make all of these guys, but I think they really go good with the color scheme, although I do kind of wish the silver was gold. Now, of course, we have the light infantry. So starting off with the spearmen, they just got these nice black spears and black nasal helms. Although you will notice that I did give them the old Fright Night shields because I thought having the smaller triangular shield made sense just to kind of differentiate them from the other higher ranking units. And I think they look really good, although it did take me a lot of bricklink orders. Now, for the swordsmen of the light infantry, we only have 4 compared to the 10 spearmen, just because I thought spearmen for guards made a lot more sense. But I still made a few swordsmen with the same design, just with these Pearl Dark Ray swords instead. Now, we made 2 of these axemen with these cheek helms. Now, I did not give them a shield just because I didn't think it would make sense because an axe would take 2 hands to wield, and I wanted to give them these more rugged face prints. Next, we have the archers, and I gave these guys the old Basil the Batlord torsos from the 90s because it really went with the same color scheme, and I just swapped some parts around. And I still gave them the same legs, as well as the medieval hood piece, which I just think looks so good for archers. They're running these black bows and black quivers, and I think they look really clean. For our final unit, we have the crossbowmen, and I'm using these backwards Ninjago torsos from the Stone Army, as well as the legs from the CMF, and then they're running these really cool bullet helms from the 90s, and I think they look really nice. So that's it for the current iteration of my Fright Night army. I might add a cavalry unit at some point, and I also would like to add 2 more archers, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. And if you guys have any suggestions on how I can improve my army or improve my videos, let me know, and as always, thank you for watching.